This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their products as well as the rest of my gear in the description below. Hey guys, Clickbait Sim Racing YouTuber here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa for another video. To celebrate the real Le Mans race, which is happening later on this month, I thought it would be a really cool, really fun idea to wheel out the Porsche 919 EVO once more and see if we can beat the Le Mans lap record. The current lap record is of course held by an LMP1 car, last year's Toyota in fact, driven by Kamui Kobayashi. The time is a 3:14.791. Now I'm extremely confident that we will break that lap time today just because the 919 EVO is a superior machine to the Toyota from last year. But the question is, by how much? I honestly think if I get a good lap together and I manage my boost properly, I can probably get underneath 3 minutes. So that's going to be our goal for today, a sub 3-minute lap of Le Mans. Of course, like all videos in this vein, this is just a little bit of fun. This circuit, this version of Le Mans isn't very accurate, it's nowhere near laser scans, and of course the 919 EVO mod that we're using is just based off figures. It isn't necessarily correct to what the real life car is like. But with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's go see if we can beat the Le Mans lap record. Right then, so here we are in the pit lane in our 919 EVO, about to smash a lap record, I imagine. See the Michelin man just to the left there, give me an interesting look. That is slightly terrifying, so let's just stop looking at him now. Now what I usually do for these videos is I do about 5 laps usually and sort of show progression as I get faster, etc. But Le Mans is a long circuit, so today I'm only going to be doing 3 laps. The out lap, the first flying lap, which will be done just with normal hybrid, no manual deployment by me. And in the third lap, I'm going to be giving it everything I've got and try and get underneath that 3-minute marker. So I'm going to go on the out lap now. I'll rejoin you when we get to the end of the out lap and we'll go for our first flyer. Well then, about to start our first flying lap, and I can tell you already this thing is going to be very quick, even just on the automatic hybrid deployment. So through the last chicane, down to first gear, let's straighten her up and let's go! Hot lap in a Porsche 919 EVO here at Le Mans. So you can see already the automatic deployment is done. So now we're relying on that ICE, bring it in to the right for the first corner. Dunlop chicane, over the curb nicely, be soft through here. You can already probably see some of the track inaccuracies at the moment, but no, it's just for fun this video, so don't worry about it too much. Down the hill. Nice to the curb there. Of course, I'm sort of used to driving this circuit because of my Le Mans practice in the GTR LM, but you couldn't have a more different prototype. So the apex there, it's sort of a bit of a blind corner on this version, but you get used to it. Again on the straight, and now this is where you see the big difference between when you're using a manual hybrid and when you're not. I'm having to rely completely on the ICE engine at the moment. About 650 horsepower in this version of the car. Getting up to still 200 miles an hour, which is still pretty damn impressive for a car with so much downforce, although we're running quite low wing at the moment. Get our braking done, get onto the curb on the inside, then bring it back. Oh, a little bit wide there on the exit. Doesn't matter. Again, hybrid just helps us get out of it so quickly. You get to 260 k's so fast in this thing. It's so damn cool. I love it. Now, of course, in the real life lap, Kamui Kobayashi had to contend with traffic as well. We have no such issues here. Of course, we're on our own on this version of Le Mans. Track is all ours. It's all about setting out your exit properly in this car. Carrying as much speed as you can into the corner, and then just smashing the throttle and letting the hybrid do the rest. That's why I love driving these things. They're just rocket ships, man. It's so cool. I really hope that Porsche plans to do a lap of Le Mans at some point. Would love to see him go out there and smash this record in real life. Mulsanne corner, second gear on the throttle, nice. The car is so nice to drive with all this downforce. It's just glued to the road for the most part. So then coming down to Indianapolis now. One of the problem corners, funnily enough, in the GTR LM. Again, not so much in this thing. This thing just sticks, it loves it. So in we go. And then brake hard. Look at that hybrid. You can hear the hybrid regenerating there, although we're already pretty much full, so it doesn't really do too much of it. At the 220 mark now, at the moment I think we're still on to beat the actual lap record, even on this lower deploy. And of course, being on this lower deploy sort of means that I'm going to have pretty much full boost for the flying lap, and I've got that Cetra button just here. I don't know if you can see me pointing in it, but just up to the top left of my wheel. I'm going to be abusing that a lot. Now the Porsche curves. Let's see how much speed we can carry. Wow, 270 k's on the entrance there. It's a bit of a lift in 6th gear. Oh, it's just glued to the road. It's so fast through there. Not going to quite be underneath 3 minutes. We might still beat the record though. 14 seconds to get there. I think we will. Be faster through there, definitely. And now last corner, and let's boost. Right, now we're going proper. So 3:14.7. We've beaten it already. 3:13.3. And this track version is actually a bit longer than the real version, so we're quite fast there. But now we get to unleash the hybrid proper. Oh no, a bit wide at the first chicane. Don't worry about it. Hit the hybrid on the way out. The difference this makes having this on tap. You're so much faster everywhere. The big difference will be down the Mulsanne straight. We'll be carrying about 40 more Ks. Bit wide there, but it's okay. Return to Rouge, and now go. Watch that relative. We had a bit of a slow first sector, but watch that relative now just explode. Plus 1 second. 360 Ks there. Give me 370 and I'll get off the boost. Look at that relative going up 2 seconds. We'll be 3 seconds by just to the first chicane here. That hybrid difference is ridiculous. Heavy on the brakes a bit earlier than we were on our hot lap because we're braking from a higher speed and still just about made it. Really throwing this thing over the curves now. Again, big old boost into the straight. We'll get it to about 360, then let it recharge. We have to make sure we have boost left for the rest of the lap. Luckily, this car does regenerate boost just in a straight line on the ICE. But of course, we get a lot more under braking. So here we go, big brake. Carry the brakes in. Bit of a tactic there just to get the hybrid recharge a bit quicker. Just carry the brakes. We're already 5 seconds up on our fastest lap. That's ridiculous. That's just on the straights. Getting back off again. Just going to let it recharge a bit down here. We've still got to find a few seconds. We're going to get underneath that 3-minute marker though. Go, go, go! There's just so much more speed to be had out of this thing when you're using all the boost at the top there. Right on the edge. I'm going to just let it recharge now. I have to let it recharge. We're almost out. It's important to carry speed in these sections though, because you're just gaining time so easily in a straight line. It's a lot harder to gain time in the corners compared to on a straight. We have more power, of course, into Indy. Bit slippy through there, but we're good. 2 heavy braking zones now help us recharge the hybrid. A bit wide, but doesn't matter, because guess what? Hybrid again. Bam! This is our last long acceleration zone, so we're going to use most of the hybrid we can. Use it all actually all the way up here. There you go, 340. Bit more, please. Turn in. Oh, even faster entry speed this time than last time. Bit of a hybrid boost in between. Bring us back up to speed. Come on. Oh, the force feedback's so heavy through there. Back on the hybrid. Come on, little Porsche. Come on, we're not going to quite do it, I don't think. So much more aggressive over the curbs. Boost on the line, what's it going to be? It's the 301.7. A 301.7 there from our Porsche 919 hybrid at Le Mans. Quite close to getting underneath 3 minutes, and I think again if the length of this track was actually accurate, we would be well underneath 3 minutes. But it just shows you just how much time and speed there is in this car. I'm sure there's someone out of you, I know that wasn't perfect, but I'm very sure someone with a bit more ability than me will easily get this thing under 3 minutes. It just shows just how fast this car is, and we're beating the old lap record by 13 seconds. 13, that's ridiculous. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I always love driving the 919 EVO, and I like driving Le Mans, even if it's on a strange version like this. If you did enjoy the video, then please hit the like button, maybe subscribe as well. We're getting very, very close to 100k subscribers now. I think less than 3,500 to go, which is stupid. And of course, make sure to hit the bell notification icon, because then you get notifications when I go live, when I'm streaming, or when a new video goes up. And you're going to want to be around this weekend, because we are doing the VEC 24 Hours with Le Mans in the GNS Endurance GTR LM. So that's going to be rad. Be around for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome day. Take care. I'll see you all next time.